Hello, and welcome back to another Nitrotype video. In today's video, I will describe an experiment that I did to determine how common the Wampus truly is. And at the end of the video, I will tell you my final conclusion on the data I collected. I started my experiment on the 15th of December, with the first 100 races of the 118,000 to 119,000 race range on my main Nitrotype account. I got the first 65 races in a row without a single Wampus encounter, which really sucked. Then, got 2 more Wampus encounters before the end of the first 100 races, this being race 18,083 and race 18,099. During this set of races, the race 18,070 is counted twice. I proceed to make a video on this bug that I found. I also realized I should probably screenshot the Wampus encounters after the race ends, and not as it begins. This batch had 3 Wampus encounters. Now, onto the next 100 races. As you can see here, I got a lot of people using botting programs in my races. This was race 118,114, by the way. And this was race 118,117. And then for the next 83 races, I get no other Wampuses, or Wampus I can never decide which one to call it. This batch had 2 Wampus encounters. Now for the third batch. Right off the bat, on race 18,202, I get a Wampus. Then get another Wampus 26 races later. And that is the last one for this batch. Super unlucky, only 4 Wampus in the last 200 races. This batch had 2 Wampus encounters. On to the fourth batch. Starting out with race 118,316 with 130 words per minute. Then get another one on race 118,337. And almost get 2 Wampuses in a row, but it was a gap, as this race was 118,339, as you can see here. I felt very motivated to win this time, to redeem myself from 2 races prior. Race 118,366, I got another good score off the Wampus, with a 132 here. Race 118,376, another Wampus. At this point, I felt like the game was rewarding me for all the Wampus I didn't get in the first 3 batches. Race 118,381, final Wampus for this batch. 6 all around for batch 118,300 to 118,400. Not a pretty race though, pretty bad race. 6 Wampus in one batch is the most I'll get throughout this experiment. Now, onto the 5th batch. Starting pretty early with race 118,404. I then proceed to wait ages to get another one, this race being 118,476. This is race 118,487, and this concludes this batch with 3 Wampus encounters. Now onto the 6th batch. I have to wait a staggering 88 races in order to get one. Luckily, I do get another one only 3 races later on race 118,591. Only 2 Wampuses during that slide. 7th batch. This time, luckily, I only have to wait half as long, as I get one on race 118,644. I get one another 10 races later. And this one is race 118,669. This one I get 2 races later on race 118,671. And I went kind of crazy this round. I got 141 words per minute. I don't get 140s too often, so it always makes me happy when I get one. Race 118,993. I get my 5th Wampus win in a row, which is really good for consistency. This batch only had 5 Wampus encounters. On to the 8th batch, which is during my 200 race livestream. This one happens much earlier than some of the previous batches, starting on race 118,718. Pretty soon after, another one on race 118,722. 11 races later, these ones seem to be very clustered together, as you can see. This one was race 118,762. Pitiful performance here against the Wampus on race 118,793. This batch had 5 Wampus encounters. On to the 9th batch, which is also during my 200 race session livestream. This one is race 118,829. Race 118,847. Keep it in mind, this was during a livestream, so it was very awkward to edit this mid-stream. These races are pretty evenly spaced out, this one being race 118,862. Race 118,871. For this one, I spaced out and kept on racing, so I had to take a screenshot of the race log. Kind of embarrassing. And this one's race 118,882, making it 5 Wampus encounters for this batch. Now for the 10th and final batch. This is race 118,926. For race 118,942, I spaced out again because I was going for more than 100 races. Again, and had to screenshot the race log. Race 118,986. First one not in a straight 100 race session. This batch concluded with 3 Wampus encounters. Conclusion. Over the course of 1,000 races, the Wampus was encountered 36 times. This means the odds of encountering the Wampus is 36 out of 1,000, or 9 over 250, which is approximately 1 in 28. This means on average you should expect to encounter 1 Wampus every 28 races. This is consistent as my friend Typing Cat, channel will be linked in the description, counted 179 Wampus encounters over the course of 5,000 races, which is also around 1 in 28. I ran the test again just for funsies and came up with an answer of 43 Wampusi in 1,000 races, which is higher than the previous test, but it might just be luck. This puts its odds at 4.3%, or around 1 in 23. If we combine both these results, we get 79 Wampusi in 2,000 races, which is around 0.395, or 1 in 25. I still think the 1 in 28 number is more accurate, though due to Typing Cat's results as well. If you combine all 7,000 races, you get 258 Wampusi in 7,000 races, which is 3.68%, or around 1 in 27. But this is most likely due to the 1,000 race outlier in my second test. I mean, I was lucky. I got 7 Wampus in one 100 race batch, and then 6 in a different batch, in the same set of 1,000. So yeah, the final answer should be 1 in 27 or 1 in 28, more likely somewhere in the middle of that range. Thank you guys so much for watching until the end. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe and comment down below your thoughts. I'll see you guys in the next video.